Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the podcast In Force, the only podcast with me, the Strat Soldier, looking at the market through the eyes of the Strat. What's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? In Force. It's been really good out here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it has been good. Finally starting to move back up to the highs in SPY. We're 2-2 reversal back up on the month in SPY. We are currently looking at, today closes at, SPY closes today at 563.51. All right, now it did trigger at 567. It came down a bit. We're waiting for it to re-trigger. QQQ is leading right now. 2-2 reversal back up. Hammer in force it went in force at 480, and the target's 514. 514. So awesome. And today, what I want to talk about is it's May. All right, it's May. We're in another quarter. Second quarter, and it's good. Finally, we're in second quarter actually started in April. We have May and June left in this quarter, and currently we are forming a hammer on this second quarterly chart. So let's be careful. Let's see what happens. But it's forming a hammer on the second quarterly chart. That's good. Good. Lots of talk about tariffs still. This first quarter was a doozy, wasn't it? Lots of talk about tariffs. Tariffs are on, tariffs are off, and it's been crazy. The first quarter was completely red. Actually, it was scenario 3. First quarter. Scenario 3. They bottom up, sold them all the way down to 547. Oop. I hit the 2 minute. Here you go. All the way down to 547, and then here in the beginning of second quarter in April, they sold it all the way down to 485. All right, 485. Really tough. But anyway, like I said, and here in May they're starting to buy them back up, and that's good. Hopefully that's all the corrective activity that we see, and we go back to the highs. Be careful. Trade reversals. I know it's very tempting when it's inside on the week and it's inside on the day, but the weeks are starting to move up, and you just, everybody in that Discord's trying to tell you, go ahead and buy. It's okay. But trade the strat correctly, guys. Be careful, okay? We're here to make sure we don't get killed. All right? So we don't trade things that are forming inside bars on the daily chart. And if you're with me on the Weekend Shift crew, you don't trade anything that's forming inside week. I don't. All right, we leave it alone. You can get away with trading things that are inside on the month just because it's a huge range. Inside on the quarter, huge range. Inside on the year, again, big range. Look at Tesla. On the yearly chart. On the yearly chart, it is inside on the year. All right. This year opened up at, let's see here. Let's look at the official stuff here. Give me a header. I'm sitting here looking at my trend spider. I always turn all this stuff off because there's so much stuff on the charts. But this year opened up at 390. And we don't do pennies because I know you guys are driving and you all got time listening, thinking about no pennies. But anyway, this year opened up at 390. The low was 214, and the high was 439. And the close, we're not there yet. All right, we're not there for the close yet, but it is down $110. All right, that's negative 28%. That's not good. speaking of Tesla, the board members have voted, and they're going to look for a new CEO of Tesla. Wow, a new CEO of Tesla. Are you kidding? Nope, I'm not kidding. That's for real. All right, they're looking for a new CEO. Tesla stocks fall on European sales decline, rising competition. What's going on? All right, Lucid thinks they're trying to get their act together. Look at Lucid is a messy, crappy little stock. Don't mess with it. But they've been trying really hard to gain from Tesla. All right, they're trying to. Let's go ahead and look at the price on Lucid. I know you guys want to. LCID Lucid. It's $2.36. Leave it alone. It's a mess. Leave it alone. Lowered priced vehicles, tariff concerns, market share gains from Tesla, top items to watch. I mean, it's just a mess. Leave it alone. Lucid has joined forces with Saudi Arabia's KAUST, KAUST, to accelerate electric vehicle innovation. The partnership grants Lucid access to advanced labs and supercomputing power to develop next generation EV components. Cool. The stock's $2.36. Anything below $5 is a penny stock. Leave it alone. It's junk. Tesla inside on the year. So my point is, we can bounce all around, up and down and everywhere around in Tesla for a year. All right, as long as you're in a winning position, that's all that matters. All right. So personally, I say create a small winning position, and as long as it doesn't go against you, it's fine. You can hold it. But we want this thing to go back to the highs. Come on, Tesla. Come on, Tesla, get your act together. All right. Now it did trigger two up on the month at 294, but then came back in. It's currently 280 as I'm talking about it right now. Today is May 5th, and the magnitude for the month is 304. We ultimately want that second target of 392. Come on now, give us 392. Come on, Tesla, get your act together. Again, they're looking for a new CEO. So we'll see what they want to do here. Since we're talking about cars, even though Tesla is listed as a tech company, Ford, hammer and force on the month. All right, that's good. So let's see what they want to do. Hopefully they keep buying. GM, General Motors, inside on the month. All right. I don't think there's any other automobile companies that we want to look at. But, Ford, GM, they're definitely going to be hit with these tariffs if they really go into effect. X with United States Steel opens inside on the month. That's been interesting because the president's been talking about a lot of tariffs on aluminum and steel. So we'll see what they want to do. Right now, everything's just kind of just tired. There was some relief because they stopped the tariffs. Give us 90 days to figure out what we want to do. And that came from the White House. Okay, we'll do a pause, and then the president's still mad that Jerome Powell is not lowering the interest rates, and but Powell says, hey, you got no power over me. Number one, and number two, you can't fire me. So Jerome Powell, all right, getting a little gangster on the mic, So that's interesting there. We're all going to be watching the consumer price index and the production price index. We're going to be watching these jobs reports. Hopefully we get some relief. We get some, not so much pressure out there, and we can just trade. That's what we want to do. We want to just trade, okay? We don't want things just stuck inside doing nothing. That's boring, right? Ugh, boring. We don't want that. Right? We want to avoid the mess. But it's okay to stop and do nothing, though, okay? If things aren't clear and you don't know where to go, it's okay to just sit back and wait for the smoke to clear, all right? that's all I really got for this one. It's really just an update on what's happening in the markets, just how conditions are. I always, with the Strat, with the people that are in the Strat camp, I always send out an email every Sunday to them, giving a very detailed picture of snapshot of what happened the week before, and so that's what I'm doing right here. Just a update on what's going on in the second quarter. I have a new interview coming up with JJ from from Sepia Group. I'll have him coming up. That's going to be a great interview. And then go check out some of these episodes here on Enforce. Go check out some of those older ones. This one is going to be these new podcasts here in 2025 have been a lot more direct. It's not a mini weekend shift. It gives us I want these to be more like a conversation. Let's give us an idea. Let's take an idea about trading and chew on it for a while. Let's talk about it. Let's rap a little bit, and as opposed to going through the charts and trying to figure out prices, and like I said, a mini weekend shift. So in those first episodes you go back and listen to, you're gonna have to fast forward like till halfway through the podcast to really hear the point of the episode, and that's fine. That's okay, right? That's okay. Be careful out there, right? I want you guys to set your stops. Over on TrendSpider, we are going to, over on the weekend shift, I'm going to be taking everybody that has TrendSpider to the next level, and we're going to be using these trading bots that Jason Krutsky taught us how to make. All right, and we're going to be using these things to get in and out of trades, and it's going to be trading for us using Signal Stack. All right, we're going to be linking them to Signal Stack, and it's going to be traded for us so that we can make money in our sleep. We can make money while we go back to our day jobs. All right, because I don't know about you, but I'm not one of these 19-year-old kids who got that can sit at home and just trade all day long. That's not me. I got a job to do. I got a meeting to go to. I got army trucks to drive. All right, so we're going to be using these trading bots to use the Strat to its fullest extent. If you want to join me over at TrendSpider, there's a deal right now. It's $5 to start any plan on TrendSpider, any of them, for 14 days, just $5. It's the $5 day deal over at TrendSpider for Cinco de Mayo. All right, hit the link in the description, get in there, get TrendSpider, and let me know, because I got bots, I got scanners, I got bots, scanners, watch lists, anything you need it, I got it customized for the Strat, and I can help you get your TrendSpider set up and you making money again very easily. All right, very easily. Over on the other people's platform, trading platform, it is it's a lot of the Strat stuff they have are programmed by amateurs. All right, it's programmed by the regular people. Over on TrendSpider, all the Strat stuff is programmed by professionals. All right, not Cody the coder. It's programmed by professionals, and these guys, Dan Ershman, worked directly with Rob Smith to get the Strat into TrendSpider. All right, so they got it directly from the source. All right, so this is awesome. Got to get in here. This is the Strat Soldier for the podcast Enforce for May 5th. You guys have a good day, have a good night, have fun, drink responsibly, have fun, eat you some tacos, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.